Hey everyone, this is Samlock24, and before we go any further, I want to remind you to keep your phone vertical and click that full screen icon on the bottom right. Now, today I was just playing around with the deck, and I was trying to see if it worked. And the deck overall, it's fun to use, but I think it's only good for casual. So this isn't gonna be like a very high-end competitive deck. This is just gonna be a casual deck that you can use. And if you have the cards, go ahead and give it a try. Like I said again, in casual, not rank. Because if you play rank, unless you're like in the lower tiers, you're gonna get destroyed. But if you want to just have some fun, or if you're like really low tier, like in silver, you might give this deck a try, and it might do well. But let me go ahead and get into the deck list, and then I'll get into more detail. So I'm running 1 the Atmosphere, 3 Hane-Hanes, 1 Magmo, 2 Playful Possums, 2 the Calculator, 3 Moisture Creatures, 2 Dark Cat with the White Tail, 3 Obedient Schooled, and 3 enemy controllers. So basically what you want to do, and with this deck you really want to go second, and if you're not going second, most of the time you just want to pass. And what you do the second turn is you'll activate Obedient School, then you special summon a Hane-Hane, a Magmo, a Possum, or a cat. And once you do that, you'll have 3 monsters, right? So then you'll tribute for the Moisture Creature, and what the Moisture Creature is going to do, it's going to destroy the entire back row. And after that, you can just attack freely. Another little combo that you can do is you activate the Obedient School, get your 3 monsters, and then if they have a monster face up in attack position, you can enemy controller one of your monsters, tribute it, take control of their monster, and then tribute his monster and your 2 monsters for the 3. Tribute for Moisture Creature, and then destroy the background. Then their field is empty, and you can just attack directly. And then after that, you want to follow up with the Calculator, and the Calculator gets completely ridiculous with the Moisture Creature. I think it becomes either 28 or 3,000 when he's out. And then after that, if you want to, or if you can summon extra monsters, then you want to summon the Atmosphere, and then go ahead and take control of the other monster that they might summon or set, and then you go from there. But overall, the deck, like I said, it's a fun deck, and in theory, it should work perfectly or good. But if your opponent somehow manages to out summon monsters and summons monsters faster than you, or goes first and then he summons an extra monster and then attacks, and then at that point most of the time you're gonna lose. But overall, the deck is, like I said, it's just a fun deck, and give it a try if you have the cards, and if you want to go ahead and play some just casual games. I'll put the volume down. I think it's too high. Alright, so here's the replays. And I am using Balance because I want to get the Moisture Creature and a Obedient School as soon as possible, and I think Balance is the best ability for that. I get an Atmosphere, but I don't get the Obedient School, and I do have a Moisture Creature, and I have a monster that I can stall with, and I think he bricked or something. So attack with Magmo and activates enemy controller on it. He's running dragons. Magmo activates. I get him back. Hane-Hane gets flipped, send his dragon back, and then I'm just gonna do some damage with low level monsters. And he does Golden Apple, which I should have attacked with a Hane-Hane first, but I was completely forgot that apple was what is it? The Golden Apples were a thing. So I go ahead and tribute all 3 monsters for the Moisture Creature and destroy all the back rows, but he does chain an enemy controller. And I just end my turn. He was running a Inferno Tempest deck. He Mystic Box, which is going to give me a monster, so I'm fine with it. But then he Owner Seals, but at this point he was wasting a lot of cards, so I was fine with it. Alright, so set a cat, activate enemy control. And the reason I activated enemy control is because I needed to summon another monster, summon my Atmosphere. So I go ahead and do that, summon another monster, then remove him, and get the Atmosphere out and summon him attack mode. And he's at 27 now, and I can just keep attacking with him. Calculator comes out at 3,000. Unfortunately, he does have a Curse of Anubis, and then he gives up that next turn. Alright, for the next one, playing against a Merrick, and I think he was running a Dark Necrophore deck. I'm not entirely. I think if I remember correctly, that's what he was running. Alright, so I do get an Obedience School and a 2 Moisture Creatures, which is really good on my part. And then I think he said 3 back rows, which is super unfortunate for him. And this is the reason why you never set 3 back rows. All those back rows are just going to get completely destroyed unless he can chain him with. He chains the Windstorm, but that's not going to help us much because he did win like -2 and then he surrendered afterwards. That is why you never set 3 cards to begin with, unless you're running like something that you can chain. Playing against a Taya Gardner, I think she's running Duel Standby. Duel Standby. I start out with 5 cards, which kind of helps me out too, because I can go ahead and get all the cards that I need. I did get the Obedience School, and I do have a Moisture Creature, so that's good already for me. And then I'll go ahead and summon it, destroy the back row, and she is running, I think, a burn deck, which is kind of unfortunate for me because they do run Mask of the Accursed, and that can kind of stall out my Moisture Creature. But fortunately for me, I did get 2 Calculators, which they're monstrous with the Moisture Creature out, and the Mask can't really do anything about my second Calculator. And then again, that Calculator again, I can just attack for game at this point. So the next one's against a Rex Raptor, and I don't remember what it was, but let's take a look. Okay. Alright, I'm going first. Alright, so there goes Balance, and he's running Dinosaur Kingdom. Alright, I just set the enemy controller because I want to go ahead and not have my field clogged up, because I do have Obedience School, and most of the time if you set a monster and they don't do anything, you're not able to activate Obedience School because your field doesn't, or you can't summon 3 monsters. So go ahead and summon that, activate the effect, destroy the back row and the Jurassic World. So he does have another Jurassic World, but it doesn't really matter because I can just go ahead and attack and he doesn't have a monster. And then he surrenders. Alright, so the next one, this last one is, no, he wasn't playing with Grandpa's card. I was thinking that he was playing Grandpa's card, but he's not. Anyway, so let's see. I'm going second. He's using Restart, I think. And yeah, I think he was using Restart. Or he's summoning he's using Magnet Warriors, which they're alright. They're not great, but they're not that terrible either. So here, enemy controller after Obedience School take control, tribute his own monster, destroy the back row. It is an enemy controller, so he does chain it. And I think I said the Faint Plan just as a bluff. Yep. There's another enemy controller. I think he was just giving up already again. So most of the time, once you get the combo off, most of the time the opponent is going to quit because he's not going to have a follow-up, or you just destroy too many of his back rows for him to do anything else. But anyways, let me show you the deck once again. Well, actually, that's something else, and I actually recorded this video in 2 parts. Let me go back, because once I was doing the first part, I got some visitors, and I had to stop it and re-record again. Or not re-record, but keep going where I left off. Alright, so here's the deck once again, and I do want to say again, it's a casual deck before you start judging, saying that this deck is trash or a deck isn't that good or anything. I am aware of it. It is a fun deck. It's a casual deck. It's not meant for you to be playing it like in high platinum or legend or carry games or anything. But if you're really low rank, you might want to give it a try. And especially if you're playing against people that overextend way too much. Once you summon the moisture creature, most of the time they're just gonna give up because they're not gonna be able to do anything. But anyways, that's it for today. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them down in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you dislike it, leave a dislike. And if you are enjoying my content, I would truly appreciate if you subscribe. And I guess I'll see you guys next time.